Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way, and I'm Deb. You're in my family room right now today, and I'm going to be starting it's the second experiment of charging something, an electrical appliance that we use, with our new EcoFlow or EF Delta charging station. So I'm taking you along with me on the first real trial run of charging something. The first thing that we did hook into this was right after I opened it up at Christmas time, and William and I charged our cell phones using this unit. It took no time at all, and it charged up beautifully. So, that was our first experiment, if you want to call it that, and it worked just fine. Now we're going to try it on a few more things here around the house that we would typically need to plug in if we have a power outage, like during a hurricane or a really bad thunderstorm. But basically, hurricane season is what we were interested in getting a unit like this for. So today, it's a chilly afternoon right now. The wind is really blowing hard, so there's a wind chill. Temperature is like down to 60 degrees, which I know to a lot of you throughout the country think that's lovely spring weather. To us here in Central Florida, this is winter weather, and it's very chilly. And with that wind blowing, it's like there's a wind chill, okay, that we are just not used to. It's very cold. And overnight, it's supposed to get down to like 41 temperature-wise. And if the wind keeps up, yes, there would be a wind chill involved too. I already know that I'm going to be covering my garden vegetables up for the night. I've had to do that several nights now during this winter season. So anyway, what I'm going to charge up, experimenting with this EcoFlow EF Delta, is it's our little fireplace, which is electrical, and instead of plugging it into the wall, I'm plugging it into the power station, and we'll see how it goes with that. This is the first time that I've tried anything this size, so we'll see how it goes. And then from here, I'll move on to something else. Like somebody requested, I've had several requests and a lot of interest in this unit, and I'm glad about that because we think we did pretty good for ourselves getting this. And yeah, I'm hoping that, according to demonstrations that we've seen on film about this, it will power up a regular refrigerator. Now, if that's true, great. But no matter what, we can power up our TV, some lights, a cooking unit of some sort, a heat unit, which I'm going to be plugging in tonight to try. So we will have use for this no matter what. And yeah, I think it was a very good purchase for ourselves. And I'm still learning about it. I'm still reading the manual. And I'll show you as I plug this in today what the various connections are. Because not only do I have to plug it in, but I have to flip a switch or push a button that will power that connection. So anyway, I'm going to get this plugged in. And let me pull the camera down here so you can see what exactly I'm working with. I put the charger, the power station, I call it a power station. It's a charging unit, or whatever, a mini generator, whatever you want to call it. But I put that up on a little wire table here in the house. This table is not typically in the house, but I pulled it up so that I wouldn't have to sit on the floor to film this and demonstrate. Okay, it just makes it a little bit easier for me, but this is how it's going to work right now. So the power generator is on a table. The portable fireplace, electric fireplace, is on the floor. And I'm going to be plugging that into the power station here and show you how I get it connected, okay? And let you see how it runs. And I'm just going to leave it on because, like I said, Ginger saw something outside. It is supposed to get really cold tonight for us. So we may just need this a little bit in the family room here, especially for the ambiance of it. I like to run it every now and then just for that reason, but also just for a little bit of extra heat. Okay, so let me get it plugged in. Okay, so you can see there's the little fireplace on the floor that I'm going to be plugging into the power station. And there's the electrical plug. It's just a regular outlet that it takes. And that will go into the power station here. Let me turn this around a little bit. So this is the back of the power station, and these are the outlets that I'm going to be using for this plug. Okay, so I'm going to just plug it in. All right, fits in there really nice. Let me get turned around here and show you the front. Actually, this is the little thing I'm going to turn to power it up. So let me turn it on the other side. Let me turn the unit on here. And the turn on button is, of course, on the other side of the unit. And let me tell you, this thing retains the power when you don't use it, of course. I'll show you that on the other side. I've just turned it on. The unit is on. So I'm going to press this gray button here, which this says that it's the AC on and off switch. You have to press and hold it to turn it on. I heard a beep, and yes, it's lit up. So now power will go to this outlet, and we'll know when I turn on the unit, okay? But first I want to show you the other side of this thing. Let me pull you around here. Okay, this is the front of the unit, and it shows you that it is at 88% yet, or actually, yeah, 88%, and it would go for 99 hours. So it really held a charge for, well, when was the last time I recorded? Was that just shortly after Christmas? So for a week, 2 weeks maybe at the most, it has held the charge very nicely since we charged up cell phones on here. But this is the power switch where you turn it on down here where there's a blinking light. Okay, and that's where I turn it on and off. Oh, look, it's down to 87 now because it's powered, connected to my space heater here. Actually, it's a glorified space heater fireplace, okay? But let me turn the fireplace on. Okay, this is my fireplace. And the button is in the back. I'm going to turn it on. Oh my goodness, we have power. Look at that. Very nice. What do you think about it, Ginger? Huh? You like our fireplace? Now let me see what happens when I add heat to it, because right now it's just on the fireplace portion. Here's a little heat. There we go. Okay, and I can hear the fan on the charging unit. The fan has powered up. That keeps the charging unit from overheating. But the fireplace is going, and it is putting out heat. Okay, I'm going to turn off the heat. There we go. Okay, and then the fan on the power station went off too. So that's something to consider as well. But for right now, hey, it works. It is charging. It is supplying power to our little fireplace. And let's take a look at the front of the unit and see just how much power it's taking. Oh. This is the hours have dropped down to 25. The unit itself is still charged up to 87% though. But that's the hours left on this fireplace. But at least I know we would have heat, you know, when we need it. And like I mentioned before, we did get a solar panel that we can stick out to charge this unit when we need to as well. So we could keep the heat going, we can keep a light going. It would work. It's this size unit is not for permanent power. No, it's not big enough. It's not powerful enough. But for temporary use, you know, when you have a power outage, I think this will work very nicely. So, yeah. So far, so good. I'd say that our first experiment here with the fireplace has been successful. I'm going to let it run longer. Ginger, what did you do to the rug at the door there? She's been playing a little rough, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to let this fireplace run for a while and see how it goes. And probably try to drain down the battery, okay? So we have to charge it by solar next. And I'll bring you back when we're ready to experiment with another electrical device here in the household. But until then, I hope you're all having a good one. You take care out there. I'm going to get back to taking down the Christmas decorations in the family room. Yep, I'm taking my time, doing a slow job of it, but it's coming down. And I'll be back later on with another electrical device to charge. But bye for now.